the Jammu and Kashmir Reservation Amendment Bill 2023 and the Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Amendment Bill 2023 to be discussed together. Shri Amit Shah to move the motions for consideration of the following bills: the Jammu and Kashmir Reservation Amendment Bill 2023 and the Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Amendment Bill 2023.
माननीय सभापति महोदय, मैं प्रस्ताव करता हूं कि जम्मू कश्मीर आरक्षण अधिनियम 2004 का और संशोधन करने वाले विधेयक पर लोकसभा द्वारा पारित रूप में विचार किया जाए और जम्मू कश्मीर पुनर्गठन अधिनियम 2019 का और संशोधन करने वाले विधेयक पर लोकसभा द्वारा पारित रूप में विचार किया जाए।
Motion moved. There are two amendments by Dr. John Brittas and Dr. V. Shivdasan for reference of the Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Amendment Bill 2023 as passed by Lok Sabha to a select committee of the Rajya Sabha. Member may move the amendment at this stage without any speech.
Sir, I move the amendment.
Dr. V. Shivdasan, are you moving the amendment? Not present. Motion for consideration of the bills and the amendments moved to the Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Amendment Bill 2023 are now open for discussion.
इत्तेफाक करके रह गया हर कश्मीरी तक।
Sri M. Mohammad Abdullah, 6 minutes.
6 minutes. Thank you.
(2019) के पहले
Sir, give me a fresh time, sir.
370 और उसके रिस्ट्रिक्शन थे, 4% घरों में था। आज 70% घरों में नल से जल है। 2 साल में 100% हो जाएगा। उज्ज्वला में 100% घरों में। आप जो आंकड़ा देखें, और उन्होंने तो यहाँ तक बोल दिया कि टूरिज्म का कोई मतलब ही नहीं। यानी ये मैसेज दे रहे हैं कि कश्मीर में लाखों लोगों को रोजगार मिलता है जब 2 करोड़ से अधिक टूरिस्ट आते हैं, और ये कह रहे हैं टूरिज्म का कोई मतलब नहीं है। ये स्टेटमेंट इस उच्च सदन में होना, क्या हमारे कश्मीरी भाई बहनों को मैसेज जाएगा? सर, कृपया करके आप देखिए।
Honorable members, you all are aware, I had indicated several times and enforced it, that this House is not a platform to drop any information. We can't be loose cannons. Anyone who makes a factual assertion is under obligation to authenticate it. Now, since an exception has been taken by the Honorable Minister to the figures imparted by the Honorable Member, I call upon the Honorable Member to authenticate the figures he has imparted during his address. Yes, please.
Sir, I want to start my fresh time, sir.
I'll take care of it. Okay. Go ahead.
Thank you, Honorable Chairman, sir.
6 minutes.
I rise to oppose the Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Amendment Bill 2023. Sir, let me begin my speech with a message about my late father, Thiru Muhammad Ismail. He promised a charitable trust that he would undertake payment of electricity bill. After my father's demise, I undertook the noble cause of paying this bill for the last 6 years. Though I have no obligation to do that, I am paying even now, because I am doing this as a son who belongs to this great culture of our country to keep the promise of our elders. Sir, I was born into a Muslim family, and I follow the culture and practice of this land. Some cultures, faith, practices of this land were followed by the people who were born here, irrespective of their religion, caste, greed, and color. But this union government never follows these culture and dharmas, but loudly proclaim that they are the saviors of this land's culture and diversity. Honorable Sir, this is right time to reflect and introspect on the promise made by our forefathers collectively to the Maharaja for Hari Singh, the last ruler of Jammu and Kashmir. You made a big statue of our forefather Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, and you have voluntarily forgotten the promise made by the Vallabhbhai Patel to Maharaja Hari Singh and people of the Kashmir. Sir, according to the culture and dharma of this country, following Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel's promise is more important than making the statue of him. My opposition to the bill stems from its fundamental flaws, each of which poses a significant threat to the future of Kashmir and its people. The most important egregious aspect of the bill is its blatant disregard for the principle of representation and cornerstone of any democratic system. By empowering the Lieutenant Governor to nominate members to the Legislative Assembly, the bill effectively strips the people of Jammu and Kashmir of their fundamental rights to choose their representatives. Never in the history of India, no state has been downgraded into a union territory, especially without the consent of people of their elected representatives. The proposed increase in assembly seats slowly to accommodate reservation for scheduled caste and scheduled tribes appears to be a positive step on the surface. However, it fails to address the underlying structural inequalities and systematic discrimination faced by the communities. Sir, the bill's selective approach to addressing the issue of displacement by proposing the nomination of Kashmiri migrant raises serious concern about the exclusion of other communities who have suffered similar hardship. This singling out of one particular group further deepens existing division and create an environment of resentment and suspicion among different communities. True progress lies in acknowledging the suffering of all displaced communities and actively working toward providing them with justice and sense of belongings. The great Dravidian Salvat, Aringer Anna once said, India is a vast, diverse country. The union government cannot effectively address the need of all its people. We need a federal structure that allows states to have a meaningful say in their own grievances. Sir, the abrogation of Article 370 is an attack on federalism. The 2019 Act and this amendment are unconstitutional since Article 3 does not give the Parliament powers to downgrade federal democratic states into a less representative form such a union territory. The Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Amendment Bill 2023 raises concern about its compatibility with the instrument of accession signed between Maharaja Hari Singh of Jammu and Kashmir and the Indian government in 1947. The bill violates the spirit and the intent of instrument of accession in several ways.
Honorable member. Honorable member.
He is nullifying the Supreme Court judgment of this morning.
I am about to close my speech.
1 second. The honorable.
When I am expressing my feeling,
one second.
When I am expressing my
one
feeling,
second.
then why is intervening?
Honorable member need to be alive to the fact that in a historic judgment today,
Yes.
the Honorable Supreme Court
You
Yes, sir,
are
I got the judgment, sir, but what
sustained
I
what
said
the
is something
Parliament has
different
done.
from the judgment.
And therefore, to speak against
Sir,
a
it is my
judgment
privilege to say anything.
which is law of the land is not appropriate. Your assertion was 100% to the contrary.
Sir, this may be
Since an
explained,
objection has been raised by the Honorable Minister, and all of us must keep in mind when judiciary has taken a view on a particular issue, comprehensively, decisively, we need to abide by it.
Sir, I have not gone into the judgment. I have not gone into the judgment. Sir, I have not gone into the judgment, but
one
it is
at a
my
time,
privilege
one at a
to
time.
tell my view that
One
I will
second.
not deny it, sir.
Sit down. Take your seat. Take your seat. One at a time. Yes, Mr. Venugopal. 1 second. But yes, Mr. Venugopal.
My point is, honorable member is speaking. Everybody has a freedom to speak. Of course, Supreme Court has given a judgment. We have telling our point of views. His party has a different point of view. He is telling like that. But the member have a freedom to speak about that.
Yeah.
There's a every right to criticize the judgment
Okay.
also.
Take your
There is
seat.
every right to criticize judgment also.
Take your seat. Honorable members,
Sir,
I have
sir,
indicated.
sir,
One second,
on-
take your seat.
on
I have
contempt of court,
indicated. One
please refer
second.
V. Krishna here.
I have indicated on several occasions your freedom of speech in this house is not unqualified. It does not give you license to say whatever you feel. You have to be highly accountable.
This house is for that only,
You have
sir.
to be accountable. You
Without
can't shut your eyes to the law of the land.
Without unparliamentary word, any
How
member
can
speak
anyone
anything.
talk against a judgment
We
which
should
has
not
been
use the
rendered?
unparliamentary word.
Sorry, take your seat.
Sir,
Take your seat.
this is
Nothing will go on record. This is improper. No, this is improper.